Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Stephanie. Welcome if this is your first visit here. I will be doing a crystal card and an oracle card reading for the week of, and I have to double check the calendar because this seems like absolute absurdity to me, but it is telling me that it is the week of November 30th through December 6th, which is, we are almost done with 2019. Which for many people will be a good thing. We are moving into a completely different energy for 2020. So, good riddance to 2019 for many people. So some people had a fantastic 2019. And there were a lot of good things that happened for most people as far as starting this energetic shift. But I think most people, especially sensitive people, energetically sensitive people, emotionally sensitive people are going to be a lot happier in 2020. So let's start with the crystal card to see what crystal can energetically support us this week. Ooh, blue tiger eye. Okay, so this is interesting already for those of you who always kind of remind me of the colors. Does not match my outfit at all this week so far, but interestingly enough, I didn't pay too much attention to it, but I did choose the blue Healing Crystals deck, and I forgot to mention it as crystal deck number 1. And it's sort of a blue-violet. I don't know if you can get a good look at the color there. And then the deck I chose is a new one that I've never used here on YouTube before, and it's called the Sacred Destiny Oracle. And it's sort of a darker blue-violet. So already I chose two that sort of match, and then the card that comes out is Blue Tiger Eye, and if you can see there, it is blue and violet, so that's kind of interesting so far. Hinting to third eye and throat chakra, so communication, both coming in intuitively and coming out through the throat. The 3 keywords are emotional balance, soothing, and clarity, which many of us may need this week after Thanksgiving when we run into, people we don't have to interact with throughout the year most of the time. Sometimes the holidays can be stressful. The keyword for this one is I am connected to my physical body. So while Blue Tiger Eye connects us to the third eye and throat chakras and helps us bring in that intuitive information so that we can put it back out in an effective, collected, meaningful way, it also helps us stay grounded in our bodies while we do that. So we're not all intuition and no groundedness, which is not a good place to be. This helps us, even though it's very strong third eye energy, stay grounded so that our words, when they come out, are going to be received in the most meaningful and appropriate way possible by the other person. So Blue Tiger Eye, if you don't have Blue Tiger Eye, you can work with it, of course, through the energy of the video or pictures you find online. You can also use Golden Tiger Eye, which is way more common. There's golden, red, and blue. I think there might even be green, but I'm not positive. Or it's sort of a variant of the blue one. The golden is really common, and a lot of people do have the gold one. It is going to have a slightly different energy, but they all have that kind of grounding quality to them. So you could either work with a golden tiger eye if you have it, or a crystal like sodalite or lapis for the communication aspect this week. So let's move on to the oracle card. I have used this deck for a couple of private readings. I don't have a specific spread up in my Etsy store yet. I hope to soon. There's a sort of a north, south, east, west spread that is really interesting that I've done for a couple people so far using this deck. So I will try to get that listed. If you would like a more personalized reading, I'll put a link to my custom reading in my Etsy store below, and you can always just specify that you'd like me to use this deck. Oh, and before I forget, I wanted to say thank you. I meant to do this last week when we were talking about Thanksgiving and things we were grateful for. Some of you have written some of the kindest, nicest feedback on Etsy for me after I've done readings for you. It is just amazing to read those. I get so excited when I see the alert pop up, and then to actually read them. I know Etsy is not super user friendly sometimes as far as leaving reviews, so you really do kind of have to go the extra mile and put some effort into it. Yes, and I just want to say thank you. The reviews are absolutely amazing and very heartfelt, and I very much appreciate them, and I love reading them. Okay, so the energy that's coming in for this week. Ooh, I like this one. Oh, there's two stuck together. So this is all, we're in the same color theme. This is interesting. So this one is opportunity. Very blue and purple. I mean, almost identical to the tiger eye colors. And the one that comes up, it came up stuck to the back of it, is openness. So let's look. I have a little chart here somewhere. Don't remember when the next full moon is. Our next full moon is going to be December 11th. So not this week, but next week. And this does have a lot of full moon energy, the openness card does. So what this is saying, coming out back to back like that, is be open to opportunity this week. So we have the openness card and the opportunity card. And interestingly enough, one has the new moon energy, the opportunity has the new moon energy, the openness has the full moon energy. So with those coming out together, it's sort of, we're in that transitory time of put out there what you want. Use this time to grow that idea, to manifest it. So many people use the word manifest without really thinking about what it is. I want to manifest this like it's just magic, and it's not. It's a time of growth. It's a time of really focusing on that, putting your energy into what you want to grow, and then listening intuitively for what action steps are going to lead you there. It's not, manifestation isn't magic. It can feel like it sometimes, because once we get in that energy, we are connected to the right people, places, things, and opportunities. But we still have to be open, that's the openness card, to all of the opportunities that come our way, so that we can listen intuitively and know how to grow these ideas. So the energy right now is saying, get really clear on what it is you want. Is it a business idea? Is it a relationship? Is it a change in your home life? Is it a change in where you want to be living? Get clear on what that is. Write it down, write it out. Don't worry if it sounds silly or it sounds too big. It's not. Someone told me once, the universe, it doesn't have a gauge as far as how big an idea is. Those are human constraints we put on our ideas. So our ideas are limitless. It's we as humans with egos who put limits on them. So the universe is just as likely to give you a $10 million writing job, book job, or contract, as it is to give you a button. It's just the same, because there is no limit on what we can manifest. And again, manifestation not being magic, but manifestation being growing things. So using this time between the new moon that just happened and the full moon that's coming in December to grow these ideas, to be open to the opportunities that are coming, and to listen intuitively for the action steps to take. So that is our energy for this week. I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I hope I will see you all next week.